All right, happy Monday, guys. It's the Monday market report for the week ending November 19th, 2023. Happy Thanksgiving, by the way, to everyone out there. We are already heading into Thanksgiving week. Boy, this holiday season is it's quickly just gradually flowing through. It just blows my mind how quickly this whole season's going, and week upon week upon week, the last like 4 weeks has been incredible on the secondary market. All right, so we're going to take a look at the most relevant post 1900 modern era graded coins that have sold here in the last 7 days. All of the activity today coming from greatcollections.com, one of the biggest auction houses on the internet today. They do weekly auctions. They sell a wide range of different coinage based off of your affordability factor. And they do some of the super rarities too. We have a big one here that kind of fits that profile. We usually don't see the six-figure coins all that often in these particular Monday market reports. But we do have one here for you today. All right, which is... It just showcases and illustrates the heat of the market during this time every year. Now, as we're heading into Thanksgiving, we might see a little bit of slowdown this week, as understandably, because of the holiday and Black Friday events, and then, there's going to be sporting events and things like that. So I have no doubt in my mind that a week from today, when we do our next Monday market report, things might be a little bit more quieter, all right? And I think that's going to be more by design because the big auction houses, they'll assess what things are happening for the week, Great Collections may not necessarily put out their big banging coins during a time when maybe there's a big other show happening or a big holiday like Thanksgiving and Christmas. I guarantee you it's going to be crickets on the secondary market. And it's not a result of just bad, poor sales. It's the holiday week, and I'm also just looking down the list. We have a few new ones that we've never talked about before. We have more CAC-G graded coins. Hello, yeah, talk about, making its impression known in the market. CAC-G graded coins, the newest, hottest sensation today. Few coins that we do highlight today. Where do they rank up? You're going to be more than surprised. These things have been fire lately, among a few other things. So I hope you guys are ready to jump into this report. Thank you guys again for tuning in. Hopefully you guys have a nice, relatively short week. Happy Thanksgiving as well. And happy Black Friday, I guess. So let's go ahead and jump right in. One more little thing before we actually jump in. We're going to jump into a little bit of calendar of events on whatnot. We do have one show tomorrow. Our Unsearched Lincoln Descent Roll Part 7 will be coming back this week. There's going to be no Friday show because it's Black Friday. A lot of you are going to be busy doing some shopping, getting ready for the Christmas holiday season and all that stuff. And then... happy Thanksgiving as well. So come join me for the show tomorrow. We got some cool giveaways. We have this amazing lot of Unsearched Lincoln Wheat Cent rolls, all acquired locally, privately, not through coin shops or anything like that. These are all coins that have been passed over, through generations. Old business owners in the area, things like that. So... that's going to be Tuesday, November 21st, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Hope to see you guys there. I will have the referral link down below in the description box and also pinned in the comments section if you wanted to sign up. It's one of my favorite platforms. I sell on here weekly, and it sure is a lot of fun. So go ahead and check things out. And you'll earn $15, by the way, if you sign up under my referral link. Okay, well, let's go ahead and jump right in. Let's see what we have here. Here's one that we don't talk about too often, but hey, one did pop up, so let's talk about it. It's a 1999 Lincoln Memorial Cent. This one, as you can see on the slab label, says wide AM. All right, this is the best date that you could find the wide AM reverse. It's also dubbed the FS 901. That's a cherry picker's guide variety. But, just looking at this photo, you can see that pretty nice sized gap between the A and M at the base of America. And this one actually graded out Mid-State 67 red through PCGS, and it sold for $999.99. I believe this is not the finest grade known of this coin. I believe there was a few 68s that did pop at one point. Those are incredibly valuable coins. They're worth many thousands of dollars. This one, I guess you consider to be a little bit of a tier 2 type coin based off of its grade. But just letting you guys know, this is still the valuable kid on the block. These were inadvertently struck with proof reverse dies. So, yeah, pretty neat one here. And still going to be a coin that's going to be on the top of every hunter's list. And how about this one as well? If you're not at least double checking your proof sets for some of these missing mint mark coins, then you're going to be leaving a lot on the table. This is a 1990 S Lincoln Memorial cent, and guess what? It has no S mint mark on there. It was left off. Either left off by accident on the working die, or it's a filled die issue. I doubt that's what it is, because that area under the date's so clean. But yes, every single one of these are supposed to have an S mint mark. This one does not. Very nice grade. PCGS gave this one a proof 69 red. Deep cameo. You can see the no S designation right there on the label. So this one, again, no secret, incredibly valuable. $4,061.25, and it's still not the finest grade. I believe there is a few 70s of this as well. Those are really, really incredible coins. If you're able to just find one, you could sell it raw, still sell for a few $1,000s. You could go ahead and grade it. That's my personal recommendation, if and only if the coin is, really clean looking. All right, and we guys still have more varieties. Here's one that has earned itself a new nickname. This used to be, I guess, the wide AM reverse is what they called it, or the RDV reverse transitional or design variant. But this one they now call the flared G. All right, which is also appropriate. I think that works here on this one. FS 901 is the cherry picker's guide attribution number. 1988D, and you can find this reverse type on both the Philadelphia and Denver minted coins. The Philadelphia is by far the most rarest out of the two, but I would not shy away from this particular coin that, ended up graded somehow a 66, and with the carbon spotting and all that, this looks more like a mid-state 63. So I don't know when this was graded or if it looks better in hand or what have you, but it's not the most attractive 66 I've ever seen of this coin. Now, with that in mind, it did still manage to sell for $1,519.88. So, I know the whole buy the coin, not the holder argument is very strong out there, but you got to believe that there's a few people that just didn't really give a care and went all in on this one based wholly on the grade. And another big variety. Varieties in Lincoln cents have been second to none. All right, we have a 1972 Lincoln doubled die obverse. This is, of course, the FS 101. One of a couple that really does matter for the date. You'll see that the doubling is just wild and crazy, on this one. It's like spring break in Daytona Beach. That's how wild and crazy this coin is. So PCGS assigned a mid-state 66 red. I think it was just last week that we ended up seeing, I think, 67 plus or something stupid like that. It's just an insane grade for this variety. But a 66 is still very collectible, all right? And there's, you don't have to worry about a safety net with this coin. I mean, they're all incredibly valuable, from raw specimens, AU specimens, and they just go up from there. This one ended up selling for $1,470.38. I mean, if that isn't proof positive about this coin, I don't know what is, and it's a very favorable coin for a lot of investors as well. 1956 proof Lincoln wheat cent. Jeez, look at this thing. Deep cameo contrast. That's the big, I guess, hot button for this one, because you just don't see that level of frost on this particular date. Oftentimes you'll come across coins that have virtually no frost whatsoever. We're talking about coins that are just full-on chromed out all throughout the thing. And when you do come across one like this and a proof set, I mean, that is welcomed for sure, because that deep cameo 1950s coins, doesn't matter which one it is, they all equal big money. Proof 68 red, deep cameo by PCGS, you can see it right there. And check this out, $5,962.50 was the hammer price on this one, and I couldn't be any more impressed by this example. And our biggest coin of the week is this blazing stunner right here. 1955 Lincoln wheat cent, doubled die obverse. Of course, this one really needs no introduction. You look at this coin for one momentary second, and folks, you know what it is. All right, and people who aren't even in the coin hobby know about this coin. It's in the Red Book. It's publicized all throughout the internet, on news sites, things like that. So this one right here is a beast of a coin. PCGS Mint State 65 red. It's also got a CAC green bean, which means that this one possibly could get kicked up to a 66. It's just best to leave it the way it is. But the numbers don't lie. This is a huge one. $123,750 was the final hammer price on this one. And regardless who ended up winning it, they're going to get just a truly remarkable trophy coin for their collection. This is a great one here. 1950s, kind of a tough act to follow, sort of. I mean, this is a Mint State 68 red, so it didn't have a whole lot to kind of battle off here from the 55 DDO. But this is an undeniably clean coin, top pop, made and intended for registry sets. And get this, $16,312.50 was the final sale on this. Just remarkable. Again, 50S is not that tough of a date. You could find a BU specimen out there at coin shops or a show for around 50 cents. I mean, it's cheap. And if you find one that's as clean as this, that could end up being the most ultimate of flips that you will ever experience in your life, So there you go. That's a huge one. And the final Lincoln cent of the group here this week. How about a relatively clean 1922D? This is not a plain no mint mark. This one actually has a full Denver mint mark on there. However, it's that grade. We just don't see full red specimens of this date. They are virtually, I'm not going to say non-existent because we're seeing one here. But you probably have a better shot at winning the lottery, than finding this coin in this grade state. Mid State 66 red, CAC green bean as well. And this one ended up selling for $10,647. Just a truly magical coin right here. All right, now we're on to nickels. And kind of like the same way that we kicked off the Lincoln cents, we have another one of these infamous missing mint mark proof coins. 1971 Jefferson nickel this time around. It's supposed to have an S mint mark right next to the date. And for some unforeseen reason, it was left off of these meticulous working dies that they were using on the proof strikes. And this one is devoid of that. So proof 68 was a grade. Just cameo, which is fine. There's a little bit of weakness, like on the building Monticello on the reverse. It's not as deeply frosted. And then, at the base of the bust of Jefferson there, you can see a little weakness in the frost. But still, Plenty enough here to get the full cameo designation. And this one sold for $3,922.88. Another wildly expensive coin from what some would consider to be a very ho-hum type date. So always look out for this particular coin. It's going to do you a whole lot of good if you do. We do have a couple really nice eye-appealing nickels all around. So we have a Wartime Silver 1945S. These just tone really beautifully. And, we could thank the little bit of silver that was added to the composition mixture along with the manganese. They all kind of work hand in hand here to produce a coin that is quite nice. It's not a full steps, as you can see, but it is a 68 plus through NGC. I mean, that is incredible. And because of that, just a numerical grade, no strike designation, this one sold for $1,856.25. Another stunner for the week. 1939, this is the big double to die reverse, the FS801. Again, much like the 55 DDO, this one probably doesn't need nearly as much explanation. You have strong doubling in Monticello or Monticello and 5 cents. All right, this one has been known for decades and has come to be one of the favorites out there of collectors. So this one, it is 66 5 full steps, sold for $2,643.75. Here's a really pleasing, lightly toned 38D, final date of the Buffalo Nickel. This time NGC pegged this one as a Mint State 68. Very nice high grade, stunner, lots of luster, clean presentation, very well struck, as most 38Ds are. This one sold for $3,732.75. 1929, a lot tougher than it looks, especially when you have to hit a grade of a 67 or higher. It's just it's solid. This is kind of like the microcosm, I guess, of the 1920s, where even the Philadelphia coins weren't the best looking examples either, due to weak strikes and planchet issues, annealing issues, lack of luster, things like that. This one is a 67 by PCGS, and it still managed to squeak out $7,340.62. I use the word squeak very loosely because this is more than a squeak. This is a full-grown kind of like lifesaver type money scenario here on this one. So, again, the perspective is even dates like this, which can still be cherry-picked out there, on the show circuit, raw, it might end up being a big lottery winner for some people. And 1919, Philadelphia, another Philly minted coin. And again, there comes a certain point that even some of the more widely available earlier dates, like the mintage on this one is one of the highest of the teens. It just is. And you're not going to have nearly as much of a hard time trying to find one that grades out high enough for consideration. Now, this one is the first of a few CAC-G graded coins. The new grading company, not really a new grading company. They were doing certification services before, but now they have pivoted into what is going to be a highly successful, I guess, competition to PCGS and NGC. They graded this one 67. My goodness, what a beauty. And this one sold for $5,923.12. Such a really, really magnificent specimen. One Roosevelt dime. This one has a little bit of that hello, good morning, sunshine, sunset color on the obverse there. I really like this one for its simplicity. It's not like in your face. It's not all over the coin. It's very modest. And PCGS grabbed this one as a Mint State 68 with full bands. Very nice, well-struck example. And this one sold for $1,856.25. Another respectable sale for, a series where we don't see a whole lot of big sales. Nice, beautiful original toned 1944. Another big grade. Okay, NGC gave this one a 68 full bands. It looks awfully clean, and I'm willing to bet that the coin probably got either half a point or a full point of extra consideration because of its eye appeal. All right, that some people underestimate seriously the value of original skin and original toning. And because of things like that, I'm not going to say you're able to have your own way, but the cards are certainly in your favor. All right, or the deck is. It's the deck, right? Not the cards. But anyways, this one sold for $3,262.50. Another phenomenal sale, and this one will end up making this collector very happy to own. 1919D. This is bar none one of the toughest dates to have with full bands, and man, if this thing was any higher than a 65. My goodness, we'd be talking about another six-figure coin on the list. I believe the 66 is where you need to be for another $100,000 caliber coin. I don't know, it might be higher than that, but again, people just don't realize and they underestimate the power of some of these earlier teens and 20s Mercury dimes for what they can represent to a collection. Not so much a registry set, which, this would be a fine addition to that, but just an overall, just ungodly type coin that we're seeing here. So this one sold for $8,017.38. Beautiful NGC specimen. All right, we do have a few quarters. This one, not really the best toning, but it's skin. Slap me some skin on this one. By golly, it's all original. 5070, mid-state 68, huge grade. I actually took a moment to examine this coin up and down, and I could tell you it's got virtually no measurable contact marks that would make it like any other 5070 I've seen before, which is outrageous. It's crazy. So this one did manage to sell for $1,525.50. Again, just based on sheer grade level, and with that original kind of like, I don't know, this is going to appeal a little bit more gray in its color, a little bit darker in toning. Not my favorite, but, for the purists out there that want originality, this is the one. Same with this one. Not even remotely close to my favorite. This thing is, I don't know. This is the ugliest toning I've ever seen on a coin. Here's the thing, though. It's a CAC-G graded coin. And they gave a 68 numerical grade on this 54S. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that this coin, probably in hand where you could swirl it around, probably looks just dynamite. These pictures right here, they don't do this coin justice. So, another CAC-G graded coin and another big sale. $4,612.50 was the hammer on this one. And here's another one here, another CAC-G graded beauty. I like the toning on this one. Again, it's more nebulous, kind of like outer spacey type of look, with some Milky Way type of lightness to it. So pretty. I like this one. Another 68 grade, 52 is the date, Philadelphia. And yeah, this one sold for $5,175. I mean, if we were comparing this with a PCGS graded 68, I think this one right here by CAC-G is more valuable than the PCGS graded coin. And that's just, again, kind of that's kind of where we're living at right now with the new grading company, is that everybody is investing and putting more money into CAC-G for whatever reason. It might be because of their previous dealings and certifying existing PCGS and NGC slabs, and because of that, and that trust built in, that the collector base is willing to go that way as well and put and leverage more money into those collectibles. I own a few CAC-G graded coins. I'm happy to say that they're not $5,000 coins. I have a few that are kind of like a couple $100, and a few sample slabs, and the slabs are gorgeous. They're really nice. Yeah, I'm kind of fanboying over them because they're like the newest thing on the block. But would I put that kind of money into something like this? Probably not, because the market is still it's still very unsettled. It's turbulent with these. There's still a lot of shifting and some I don't know. The market has to settle down a little bit, and it could take 6 months to a year. Kind of hard to say, but we'll see. All right, so I promised no more CAC-G graded love here this week, but we do have this 1950 D over S Washington quarter. Just a really, really huge variety here. This one is a 66 plus grade, CAC graded or certified as well. And this one, I mean, I'm not surprised at all. $7,332.63. So, yeah, just a big one right here. Anything above 65 grade in this particular over mid mark is just phenomenal. They are they're scooped up. They are overachieving type of secondary market varieties, and we definitely deserve the respect of these coins. And the final one for the week, how about this OGH PCGS graded 64 proof Kennedy featuring the accented hair on the obverse. You'll notice that the I in Liberty also has that missing bottom left serif as well, which go hand in hand with the accented hair, which is extra engraving lines right above the ear that make up Kennedy's hair area. So again, another wildly beautiful, very, very popular coin in deep cameo contrast. This one is a 68 grade, by the way, with deep cameo, and it sold for $4,747.50. Another very pricey variety with the cameo on there. So if you're cracking open those 64 proof sets, make sure you're looking out for not only the accented hair, but any example, whether it is or isn't accented hair with deep cameo, is certainly going to be a huge moneymaker. All right, guys, that's going to go ahead and wrap things up today for the Monday Market Report. This video is for entertainment purposes only, not financial advice. Please collect and grade responsibly. That's the keys of the week here. And that's it. I'm out of here. Again, we have our show tomorrow on Whatnot. Go ahead and check things out there. I'm your host, Sean, with BlueRidgeSilverhound. Thank you guys for all your views and support. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on your way out. And you guys take care. Love you guys. Have a great day. Have a great week. And I shall see you on the next coin video.